Hello everyone, this is Joanna Pilatowicz for you, and I'm going to jump right into the topic because I have something wonderful to tell you about that I didn't know. I figured this out. I actually learned from someone about a month ago, and we know so many natural products, and we do need in this world so many natural products that I decided to share with you about this one because perhaps many of you still don't know, and this can solve many of your health issues. And also, for the purpose of this video, I'm saying this is not a medical advice, so please, about the dosage, about do you need it or not, please contact your doctor, preferable Ayurvedic doctor or anyone from naturopath, alternative medicine who knows something about those specifics. I'm going to tell you today about Triphala. That can be a remedy for many chronic diseases and so on. So it is used in Ayurvedic medicine, and I learned from my friend about it, who also recommended me the book that I will recommend you today to read, and you can find out much more information about it. Just to let you know about it, this is Dr. Kulreet Chaudhary. I probably don't read it properly, but I will write it down, so under this video you're going to have the name. And I hope you can pronounce it well because I apparently cannot. But Dr. Kulreet Chaudhary. This is Ayurvedic detox, and she was studying medicine, and she discovered all these amazing things when she also started to suffer, and our medicine didn't offer a solution that Ayurvedic doctors offered. But to not spoil the book, you can go directly to it, and hopefully you will be not only entertained, but you find a lot of tips for yourself. And she mentioned exactly that Triphala I'm going to talk about today. So to make it clear and everything one after another, I will support myself with the articles. I also will give you a link to it. It's birlayurveda.co.in, therapeutic uses of Ayurvedic medicine, and in Sanskrit this means knowledge of life, perfect health, science. And these are free fruits that are coming into, actually they say free plants, amalaki, bithitaki, and haritaki. And they are used for this specific, how it looks like. And please, if you decide to buy it, to get it for yourself, please find the best source for it. So if you have a tablet that looks more or less like that, but please make sure the sources you buy it's real, because as you told me also that some of you bought some to medications or something, you didn't want to, you just wanted to open it up and have a content, and every subsequent pill was empty. So please be careful about what is the source of your supplements. Triphala is crucial formula for digestion, absorption, removal, and rejuvenation. So it works on so many levels, and we will jump straight into that. To not go into too much details and not read you everything, so it helps you in digestion, and also against diarrhea. It depends on the dosages and depends, of course, on the application of it, and there's some side effects of it, which I'm going to tell you about. And they are not unpleasant. It's just about the body that acts in a different way, and you're not supposed to use it with a certain medication. So you should contact your doctor to ask if you can combine, if you use other drugs. So that's basically it. Nothing wrong with it. And it is also, it is healing a lot of it is pillar of gastrointestinal treatment in Ayurvedic medicine. Anti-inflammatory, immunomodulating, appetite stimulation, gastric hyperacidity reduction, dental caries prevention, anti-pyretic, allergies, antibacterial, anti-mutagenic, wound healing, anti-cardiogenic, anti-stress, and so on. There are so many, because I just did a video on the Polish side. There was a little bit, I would say, more knowledge about it, what exactly each fruit does to what organ in your body, and how does it work, where is it for your gut, where is it for your stomach, how to cleanse it up. But you are going to have that also here a little bit, because another article is verywellhealth.com, and also they are talking about Triphala, and this one has a little bit more points to it. So the other one was just general, that is, it's very good for your health basically, but this one, it's for diarrhea prevention, stress reduction, for type 2 diabetes, improves also your heart, so it's against heart diseases, reversing DNA damage. I'm going to repeat that one again, reversing DNA damage. And those of you who are thinking about DNA, RNA, and so on, probably will have additional thoughts to it right now. I'm going to continue. So it is also anti-cancer activity, eye health, anti-inflammatory effects. It has anti-aging, quite a bit, right? Side effects, some of the people, depending on the dosage, so you have to know what kind of dosage to use, because if something is happening, it's probably you have to adjust. So gas, diarrhea, cramps, stomach upset. I am not recommending you anything that I didn't swallow myself, and I can swallow a lot as long as it's natural. So this I'm actually using for 1 month already, and I'm going to tell you about intuitive dosage first before you go and check with someone. We can try to do that because it's natural. You are not risking anything with it, and of course it's just like a fruit, and everything, because I had many questions about it. Anything that you are asking another people, like interpret my dreams, what decisions shall I make, how many pills or vitamin C shall I take, in these cases you're not risking much to just take to just apply the intuitive way how to what decision to make, and later on to discuss it with your Ayurvedic practitioner and so on. Because what I want that we do not, I'm so sorry about this fly, still in the summertime, we are not here, I'm so sorry, so that really defocused me for a second. We are gaining more power, more energy if we are developing our intuitive mind, and there's certain things we can try to decide for ourselves, and later on to see with the specialist if this is correct, if we were right. I am only talking about something that is natural, about dream interpretation. I'm not talking about real medications that you absolutely need a doctor to have the proper dosage, just to let you know. But considering intuitive mind, it's worth to develop it, so you do not run with every little supplement to check how many of those you should take, because of course those visits are most of the times pretty expensive. So the more you are able to develop intuitive mind, and then check with your nutritionist, the better for you. And also pay attention that those dosages are changing. So if you take streusel salts, For example, um, you may need 2 pills of certain salt for 3 months, and then your body will be good and doesn't need it anymore because it absorbed enough. But also it may happen the other way around. So every time you check using your pendulum, your whatever technique you are using for it. And I will tell you shortly how I did it. So I was trained for years by different people, and they put me through a lot of tests. So, for example, I was coming to them and they were asking me, so, okay, see the faces of people and tell me something about those strangers. And of course, I say, how do I know about those people? I don't know them. So this is one of the techniques when you start the impressions to flow. And of course, you are going to feel it if something is true or not. If the impression is clear, feels good, that is probably your intuitive mind talking. If it's complex, making you tired, and it's stories behind that about your childhood, it's probably your mind ego talking and disrupting the process of connecting to your intuitive mind. So you gotta stop, take a pause, and start all over again to more have it from the heart, to more feel it. So it can, considering the interactions with other drugs. So you cannot take it with certain drugs, and you have to, if you do take a specific antipsychotic drugs, antidepressants, it is far better to check with your doctor, your medical doctor, Ayurvedic doctor, can you really take that? Or show you, the doctor will advise you what to do here very well. I'm going to jump for a second into Polish article because there is so much more information about it. Triphala is good for your hair. It strengthens your hair and improves the color of it. It is also helping you to for your kidney. So if there are stones in the kidney, Triphala will help you to remove it. The next one, it is also a big source of vitamin C, especially the fruit amla and polyphenols that are also helping you to absorb the qualities from the food you are eating. So vitamin C is also antioxidant, so it helps to keep you young, and it is also against dementia, Alzheimer, because it improves your way of thinking, your clarity of your mind. What is great? Triphala, amalaki fruit helps your heart. It strengthens your heart. Also, it's against viruses and against infections. I repeat, we have a great moment in history. It also helps infections and viruses, against, of course. It is also helping against the stress we are also experiencing from the environment, from the pollution, and so on. Another haritaki fruit is very good for those suffering from diabetes, and also it gives you much more energy. So if you feel energized, this fruit is responsible for that after taking Triphala. So a lot of people, as the doctor said in her book, realized that she was healing them for something else, but the side effect, and this is the pleasant side effect for many, it was losing weight. So these people lost their weight naturally, without fighting, without eating less, without additional exercising, jogging more. And Triphala helps that, because we already know that, and I also have that in my readings with the clients who wanted to lose weight but cannot. And I talked about it to other doctors, say, so what's up with that? Is that really possible? So yes, it is. that people who suffer from obesity, from bigger weight, they suffer also from terrible hunger and terrible lack of supplements in their bodies. So they are full of toxins, and these toxins are causing the whole problems. And some of the doctors confirmed to me that this is one of the big issues. This is one of the problems. Of course, there could be many more. So Triphala helps you to detoxify anything from your gut, from your body. It cleans your skin, your blood, circulation, and helps to remove it. If it helps to remove it, naturally what happens, of course, losing weight. So you know. And I could not find this in an English article. Perhaps you know, so you can also share the link to it for other people if they would like to find out more about it. This article, what I'm translating right now, is from the Polish newspaper, online paper, izielnik.pl. So I do not think that, well, probably you can translate if I post it into English too. Generally, it's from 2 pills to 6 pills per day. But for that, use your intuitive mind. Try it to yourself or directly, of course, because some of you don't want to miss the right dosage. But if you have time, if you like to develop your intuitive mind, please do so, because then you gain amazing energy and conviction in your own powers before you even go to specialists. And this is also the better way to find out if your specialist is worth your trust, because if you do have the answer for yourself, you go into the specialist to verify that. So this is different intention, different attitude. I am not going to tell you about the prices here, because it depends what country you live in and how many of those pills or powder you are ordering. The only thing is that you can also order in the powder, and some say that it's better absorbed by the body. It takes a lot of water, so drink a lot of water with it. And some say that recommended portion is 30 milliliters per day, 2 times a day. And that would be it, considering the translation of that particular article. Considering one more thing about the intuitive mind, I strongly suggest always to start with something very simple and use your own method to develop it. So there is one simple method that you can take a pill, put it on your hand, and feel it if the one is for me, if the 2 is for me, and so on. And probably the certain impression for more of you who are already practicing it, there will be impression that are coming to you, that something will be this click in your body that is, okay, this is for me, this is right kind of thing. The other thing that is very simple, and as I was also suggesting that because it's very simple method, is to take a pendulum and also put weather tablet on your hand like this and have a pendulum and check however you decide with your body. So yes, no, different sides, however you decide with your subconscious mind, however you learn that technique. If you have a clarity and there is always this feeling in your body that you seek, this is your intuitive mind talking, or intuition, because a lot of you probably consider that mind is ego. I do not. However, I understand. So to not mislead you here, let's switch between heart and mind. So if it's heart, it's usually very clear, clean message, and it feels good. It's a good feeling around that message. It's sort of like a relief or a slight dose of happiness, smile, and a moment like, aha, right, that's so simple. So that's usually intuitive. It's clarity. It's total clarity. You see, it's clear. It's like a reminder. It's like something you always knew, but just, hey, I knew that. So this is the feeling for the right kind of intuitive feeling. And the mind is, of course, telling you stories. It's chaotic. It's confusing. The messages are coming. There are many of them, and it's confusing. So just how you can start with practicing to how you decide. And one more time, I repeat, if this is either medications, heavy medications like chemicals and so on, please connect with your doctor. If it's something like a fruit, of course, you can use absolutely your intuitive mind. If this fruit is good for me and if it's going to help my body and so on, play with it. So this is it for today. I hope this was helpful, and till the next time. Bye bye.